Off of the Laurel Park opener. Can't Stand Disco out first. Then What Time Has Speed, and so too in between horses New York Strong. Three of them mixing it up at a quick pace. Kahutek picks a good spot. Early in the race is fourth right off a trio of duelers, and next is Breezing Up, who's racing on the inside. Then Nancy's Boy is next, and Gotta Have a Guy, just for giggles to the back of the pack. Just to Fly and Yorkan Morrow is last of them all, and about 13 to close in. So it's Then What Time? Try to get away, but New York Strong is still there on the inside. Kahutek's been waiting in the wings since the beginning, and here comes Kahutek with a three-wide bid toward the top of the lane and a quarter of a mile left to go. Kahutek with momentum on the outside, and Then What Time? Who battles in between horses. New York Strong driven down to the inside, three across the course, and from between rivals picking up late is Just for Giggles for a share. Kahutek, one furlong left to go. Kahutek resting the lead. Kahutek from Then What Time? Inside is New York Strong. Kahutek, Then What Time? New York Strong. And it's going to be closer for fourth late run. Yerkan Murrow from the back of the pack. Official first race. Owned by Momentum Stud, trained by Sarah White. Jorge Ruiz aboard. 3-year-old Bay Gelding by Cairo Prince out of Belzor by Orb, bred in Kentucky by Breton C. Jones. And they're off. Why Not Grace immediately out first. Some Sweet Wine, Born Charmer on the outside, and Map to the Moon take it back from the inside gate. Yo 11's up close and pushing through between horses, moving to third. Born Charmer on the outside in fourth, and Map to the Moon is back in fifth position. Empire's Treat, and She's a Hot Mess is last of them all. She's a Hot Mess, last 8 off the pacemaker. Why Not Grace showing the way in the rail, prompted by Yo 11 on the outside. Born Charmer just third, and Sweet Wine down inside. Empire's Treat out wide in fifth position, and Map to the Moon at the inside is only 5 lengths from the speed up ahead as they journey down the backstretch. She's a Hot Mess has to pick it up from last position. 5/8 of a mile to run. Why Not Grace getting pressure from Yo 11 on the outside. Room now from Map to the Moon. Sneaking through on the inside, courtesy of Sweet Wine, has drifted off the rail. Then it's Born Charmer in that group as well. Continuing out wide is Empire's Treat with a half mile left to run, and She's a Hot Mess is still last of them all. Far turn run. Why Not Grace the leader from Yo 11 in second. Born Charmer is just third. Empire Street continues out wide, 3 deep with 3/8 to run. Map to the Moon has dropped back a bit now in fifth position, followed by Sweet Wine, who's driven, and She's a Hot Mess has moved out of last position, but still about 8 to make up. They race to the top of the stretch. Why Not Grace from Born Charmer. Why Not Grace, Born Charmer fully ridden on the outside. Yo 11 third at the rail. They're at the 3/16 pole, and it is Why Not Grace just holding by 3. Born Charmer is second. Yo 11 is in third. Out center of the track is She's a Hot Mess, who's picked up fourth. And now the 16th left to go. Why Not Grace and Raul Mena, they're clear by 6 lengths. Born Charmer and Yo 11 battling out to second, and then She's a Hot Mess fourth. Why Not Grace? Raul Mena aboard a minute 49.12. Why Not Grace for Old Coach Farm and trainer And they're off. Bernie the Star Bodybuilder Showpiece came away running up close in third position. Then Bald Cypress and Brother Bobo on the inside. Tight pack, only 4.5 or 5 lengths will cover them. Bernie the Star with that usual speed is out there. Opens up 2.5 lengths. Bodybuilder off the inside to second, and Brother Bobo has roomed out of the inside. Showpiece is fourth and 3.5 off the lead. And trailing the field is Bald Cypress. Heading on with 4.5 furlongs left to run. Bernie the Star, the one to catch. Bernie the Star from Bodybuilder on the outside, now making inroads. Here comes Bodybuilder at Bernie the Star. Bernie the Star holding the lead, kicks away again from Bodybuilder in second, length and a half, and Brother Bobo at the rail. Then Showpiece ridden for more, and trailing is Bald Cypress. Far turn run, Bernie the Star by 2. Bodybuilder gets the top of the crop to go on. Brother Bobo on the inside, and Showpiece on the outside trying to chase home from the second flight wall, 3 wide, and Bald Cypress is the trailer. They reach the top of the stretch. Bernie the Star trying to take them all the way. Bernie the Star up top. 3/16 left to go as a 5-length lead. In between horses is Bodybuilder. Down to the inside is Brother Bobo, one off the inside. Showpiece just at an even pace. Bernie the Star. Can Bernie the Star get it done today? Bernie the Star holding sway. Bernie the Star from Bald Cypress. Then Bodybuilder and Showpiece. Official. Late scratch 7, Knucker Punk. Our consolation double 5 and 7 worth 11.40. 5-5 double 38.60. $2 exact at 31 even. Dollar trifecta 70.70. Dollar superfecta 129.50. And they're off. Jewish Mother flashing out with early foot. Jewish Mother, Bustin' Bullet hustled up on the inside. Wonder Girl gets a good spot early right off the pair. Then it's Golden Can inside in fourth, and Diva Ready travels in fifth position. Gift of Gab is out wide on the inside. Insta Party. 5 2's in between them. Drops back a spot or so into the far turn run where Antonacci Girl has one horse beaten now. It's Peace Out who trails the field. Jewish Mother trying to ration that speed up front. Jewish Mother leads as Wonder Girl is getting closer for the second spot. Then outside is Gift of Gab, wide on the course, moving up from third position. Then Golden Can, one off the inside of the inside. Bustin' Bullet is under some pressure. 5 2 toward the center of the course, trying to come with a bit of a bid too. 1 furlong left to go, and it is Gift of Gab, and Wonder Girl. Gift of Gab just out kicking Wonder Girl with a 16th to go. Gift of Gab and Jevion Toledo flashing to the second finish. Wonder Girl second, and Antonacci Girl. And then it's 5 2 fourth. Was a 6-year-old dog by a brown mare by Fast Anna out of World Gone Wrong by Proud Citizen, Brennan, Maryland by Ann Warfield Merriman, and Richard Blue Jr. Cosmic Collision. Number 1, Red Spitfire. Weight is 117 with a 5-pound apprentice allowance for Jan Rodriguez. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3. In line. And they're off. Slow start for Little Theodore. El Papacito Red Spitfire, Sugar on Fire with early speed too as they move down the backstretch, the opening furlong. Here's What You Say Now moving up. So it is El Papacito Red Spitfire. They're going at it nose to nose at a good duel up ahead. Sugar on Fire is in third. And Counting My Blessing looms up there in between horses from fourth. Hapatos getting position from fifth. 3-4 wide under the far turn run. And back to Pippin, the Warriors in between horses. Finney out 4 wide on the turn. No more calls. Trying to move forward, saving ground. What You Say Now suddenly dropped to the back of the pack and passed by Boss Lily and slow starting Little Theodore last of them all. Top of the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go. Red Spitfire turns for home, tries to widen, opens up sudden 3 lengths up a tuss toward the center of the track. No More Calls is next. In between horses, Counting My Blessing tiring a little bit, and Pippin the Warrior in between horses for a share too. It followed by Finney, and on the inside is Boss Lily, a 16th left to go. Red Spitfire, No More Calls. Pippin the Warrior levels off late. Red Spitfire, Pippin the Warrior closing. No More Calls, and close next with Finney and Boss Lily. Daniel Eubanks. Double 100 460, $2 exacta, 147.60. Pick 3, $54.80. Maiden score for Red Spitfire, Jan Rodriguez aboard. Rising Sun Racing Stables Incorporated and Annette Eubanks, trainer. 2-year-old Chestnut Cult by Frisian Fire out of Palace Lush by Palace. And they're off. Aldine but a hard hustle. Floyness intent on the lead, and Floyness has grabbed the lead from Aldine, who had no choice but to settle right off that one in second. Ambiria away running in third position. The gray Ballykeefe on the outside of the light blue colors. My Lady J. Bella's only 3 from the front. Dale's Bluff just in behind that trio and in between horses for the turn. In Her Glory is 7 lengths off the speed as they round the far turn. On the inside is Bramble Blast and Ivy Garden, and trailing the field is Tap Into Grace. Floyness is leader by 2 from Aldine. Ballykeefe is third, the far outside 3 deep. Ambiria is next, then My Lady J. Bella, and followed by Bramble Blast saving some ground. Dale's Bluff trying to pick a way through in between horses of the far outside. In Her Glory attempting to level off for the final 3/16 of a mile. Here's Aldine now at Floyness. Floyness trying to dig Aldine, and then it's Ballykeefe in third. In Her Glory on the far outside, 1 furlong to go. Aldine slips away. Aldine In Her Glory closing on the outside. Late rush Tap Into Grace flying toward the center of the course. Here comes Tap Into Grace. Oh, Tap Into Grace went past them all in the final. And race 6 is official. Double 1-5 ordered $50. Pick 3 of ordered $59.50. $2. Tap Into Grace with Sheldon Russell aboard for Haymarket Farm, LLC. Brittany Russell, trainer, bred in Kentucky by Haymarket Farm, LLC. Tap Into Grace is a 2-year-old chestnut filly by Tapiture out of Gracetown by Into Mischief. And they're off. TMA and off to a sharp start. It's gone right to the front. Ready for Magic sent up there. And Anita Beers in the speed mix too. And Infatuation up close in fourth. Air back to Hot Boss in fifth position while saving ground. APM Notion. Katarina is racing second to last position. And Sippin' Time is last of them all. Heading into the far turn. About 13 lengths will cover them. And Anita Beer takes off. Anita Beer into the turn. A 3-length advantage from Infatuation second. Ready for Magic is third. APM Notion, Hot Boss ridden for more at the rail. Then TL Man is out 3 wide with 3 furlongs left to run. Katarina and Sippin' Time in the back of the pack. 5/16 left to run, and it is Anita Beer from Ready for Magic in second on the chase. Another 5 lengths back. APM Notion, Infatuation on the inside. TL Man and Hot Boss with a lot to do. Into the stretch, 3/16 to run, and it's Anita Beer and Geron Barbosa. Anita Beer put to the test, opens up 3-4 lengths from Ready for Magic, and then Infatuation in fourth. APM Notion. Anita Beer. Anita Beer. Anita Beer wins from Ready for Magic. Infatuation. Joe Cox, Kenny Cox trainer, Brennan, Maryland by Matt Spencer and Kelly Cox. 4-year-old Doc Bear Brown filly by Freeze and Fire out of Distinct Affair by With Distinction. And they're off. Clean break from McRaven will take back a bit. Here's Palino out first, and Palino's going to grab the lead. Palino, McRaven a bit headstrong, take it back, and the far outside is Mr. Keys now moving forward to second. Whatever you remember is right there on the chase to the first turn run and up close. They're followed by Vaccination is fifth as they round that first turn. Here's Patrick's Promise, saving all the ground, and Paraclete is next. After that comes Phil's Prince and King's River, and trailing the field, Nothing But Blue Sky. Nothing But Blue Sky is last of all. Nothing But Blue Sky, a good 14 off the lead. Racing down the backstretch and Mr. Keys. Up top now, Mr. Keys from Polino. Mr. Keys eager to go on, puts the head in front from Polino in the second spot. Another 4 or 5 lengths back, whatever you remember. McRaven is fourth inside of that runner. Back to Vaccination in fifth position, and Phil's Prince is in sixth. Then it's Patrick's Promise and Paraclete. They have 6.5 to make up at this point, and followed by King's River trying to unwind from second to last. And trailing the field back there, about 14 off that pace, is Nothing But Blue Sky still. Into the far turn, 3/8 to run. Mr. Keys a narrow lead from Vaccination in second. And the outside, Phil's Prince called on for run and trying to join them as well. As they turn in, McRaven is battling in between horses, trying to quicken up to McRaven. One off the inside, still a fighting chance. And also Paraclete is coming too. McRaven and Paraclete, they've got inside runs on the far outside. Their Vaccination and Phil's Prince still very much in it. And King's River trying to go over the top of them. King's River, McRaven, Vaccination, and Phil's Prince. Unofficial winner, King's River, is Mario Villalobos aboard. 1:42.34. Owned by Pepe Stable and JLM Jacona Stable, Jose Magana trainer. King's River is a 4-year-old Doc Bear Brown gelding by Irish Warcry. In the gate. And they're off. Ooh, unseating the rider, number 3, Broadside Salvo. Unseated jockey Cesar Gonzalez. He's quickly back up at his feet. Vita on the inside with Case of the Mondays out for the early lead. And Ponlevan right there with speed in between them. Good Man Dan sets up shop in fourth out in the clear off the trio. On the inside is next Tartable, who's moving forward. And Skullduggery Tartable had to steady just a tad heading into the far turn run. JJ Pacheco is 6 off the speed, and Crystal Knight is in the back of the pack. Into the far turn, Case of the Mondays going on with Pontevan, Vita on the inside, and Good Man Dan racing on the far outside. 4 of them right there across the track as they head toward the quarter pole, the top of the stretch. Just in behind that group is Skullduggery, the red cap, and Tartable tries to recover, coming one off the inside, turning for home. Case of the Mondays and Pontevan, they're head-to-head for the lead, and Good Man Dan still right there on the outside. Tartable very game, one off the insides, coming with a bit under a drive. 4 chances with 1 furlong left to run. Case of the Mondays just in front. Tartable up the inside. Case of the Mondays and Tartable to win it. Tartable game by a neck from Case of the Mondays. Ponlevan and Good Man Dan. Tartable with Xavier Perez aboard him in at 12.82, owned by Gold Square LLC, trained by Chad Summers, bred in Maryland by No Guts, No Glory Farm and Tappet Syndicate. 2-year-old gray colt Tartable by Tappet out of Anna's Bandit by Great Notion. Two to one Mystic Seaport, and they're off. Sally's Gold early zipped out of the inside, has grabbed the lead. It is Sally's Gold just in front from Spiteful Sis on the chase and the backstretch run. Central Casting is third on the inside of O'Darlin, races in fourth. Then Apropos is next in fifth position. Back to Bingo's Birkin is 3 deep for the turn run. Mystic Seaport a good 8 or 9 lengths off the speed, and trailing the field is Mary Q. Into the turn, Sally's Gold from Spiteful Sis and Hot Pursuit Central Casting. Beginning to move forward nicely from third position. Then it's another 3 lengths back. It is Bingo's Birkin. Let's see, Mystic Seaport still has only 1 horse beaten at this point as they turn for home. It is Spiteful Sis just in front. Central Casting set down toward the center of the course, and Central Casting and Spiteful Sis will fight it out for the final furlong. Out center of the track is Bingo's Birkin. Central Casting, Spiteful Sis. Between horses, Apropos trying to gain a bit of ground. Bingo's Birkin to the far outside. Here's Central Casting. Central Casting sharp as can be with Mystic Seaport splitting rivals late to grab second. It's going to be very close third. Two, 5, 9. And they're off. Scarfire hard hustled on the inside along with Kilo Road. They're going to gun out for the early advantage, and Ginger Girl right there with speed 2, 3 deep of the track. Willow Bend will track on the chase from 4th position. I'm a Cutie Pie. Orange Cap racing in 5th, and Chrissy N, and followed by My Charm, and trailing the field is Vucare in 8th, and last a long way got to be 15 to 16 off of speed. Scarfire gunning forward up front with a 2-length advantage, and Kilo Road 2nd, and Ginger Girl outside still, and I'm a Cutie Pie trying to get closer from the rail past that half-mile pole. Willow Bend is 5th, 3-4 wide into the turn run. Chrissy and My Charm another 8 lengths back in Vucare. Into the turn, 3/8 to run. Scarfire, Kilo Road. I'm a Cutie Pie on the inside, and Ginger Girl is in 4th. Willow Bend worked on for run from 5th, 3 deep top of the stretch as they make the turn for home. Kilo Road is taken over the lead from Scarfire. I'm a Cutie Pie going to tip to the outside for the stretch drive. I'm a Cutie Pie coming toward the center of the track now to try to run down Kilo Road. Kilo Road holding a narrow lead. 1 furlong left to go. Leads a half length. I'm a Cutie Pie driven on the outside. I'm a Cutie Pie relentless and on to the lead. I'm a Cutie Pie a 16th out narrow lead. Kilo Road is fighting every step of the way. I'm a Cutie Pie from Kilo Road a game 2nd, and Vucare from far back, and Scarfire finished 4th. Minute 24.63 for 7 furlongs. And they're off. Boatsarock and Dalinar sent up for speed. Dalinar is giving early foot, and here is Mazin on the scene too. Mazin on the chase from 2nd. On the inside, same day as LJ Boatsarock in his 4th. Then it's Swill, who's in 5th position, about 3-4 path. Extreme outside is Cold Feet. Wears Rays on the inside, only 5 off for speed as they round the far turn run. And next on the outside, Cold Feet is dropping back just a little bit now, and Cactus is in between horses. Cactus has run. Poised to pounce on them at the top of the lane. Cactus outspun 5 wide. Into the stretch. And it's Dalinar trying to sustain with that early speed. And Swill on the outside. In between horses. Boats a rockin' is right there. Wears Ray through a narrow opening on the inside. Outside, Cactus is leveling off too. Cactus is coming in the far outside. Cactus wears Ray down to settle it. Wears Ray inside run. Cactus on the outside to the second wire finish. Wears Ray in the winner's circle from Cactus. Race 12 unofficial winners. Where's Ray? Jockey JJ Torrealba, minute 2.57. Up the inside to win. Where's Ray? Owned by Megan Salzman, trained by Tim Salzman.